Well, it's Saturday the 24th out here. I'm back at this project. Yeah, I added some little braces there on my legs, and I still got to figure out what I'm going to do on the front. I haven't decided yet. And then scrounging through my dad's scrap metal hoard, I came up with this little pipe here I use for the feet. It's some steel pipe, some kind of gas pipe. There was some kind of regulator hooked to it. I don't know where he got it. Anyway, so I got my little feet that sit down in the trough up there. Anyway, I'll set you up and see if I can put this thing up there. It's fairly substantial, but it's not unmanageable at this point. So I'll go ahead and do that. That's about where it goes. Okay, there it is. Anyway, it sits nice and level, and see how it goes here. I haven't looked at it with the front legs on, the front little braces. I just put them on. Not a bad looking rack, all in all. I have not decided yet what color I'm going to paint it. It's going to get all rusty in time anyway. So yeah, little feet up here. Sit down in the gutter there, and everything's nice and flat. And bracketry yet to hold it in place I haven't figured out. But yeah. What we got. Well, it's Sunday now at the Beetle Barn, and yeah, I worked on this last night for quite a while. I ground the welds down some, not done yet. Once it's all painted and stuff, I think it'll be alright. When it gets rusty and whatnot, it'll be alright. Anyway, looks a little better. A lot more to do on the grinding, but I'll do that later. Well, it's the 30th, I believe, of May, Friday out here, and sometimes good enough is just going to have to be good enough. Yeah, anyway, I've been grinding, and you know, I'm tired of it, sick of it. Gonna put some paint on it. First I gotta scuff it up, clean it off, and then I'll throw a little paint on it and call it a rack. I have yet to make my little clampies for the legs, but I'll deal with that later. I got a couple of ideas. I may go the Jason route rather than try and manufacture something that looks original. But yeah, anyway, I'm through with it. Sick and tired of grinding. And so I'm just gonna call it a rack. Anyway, I'll clean it up, throw some paint on it, and let's see what it looks like. Well, giving it a quick scuff with some worn out 80 grit. Not down in the grooves and everything really good, but my plan is that it rusts in time. So I need chips and things to occur so that the thing will get some patina You know, within my lifetime anyway. So I want to go with the dark color. Anyway, we got the yellow truck. So I don't know, I'm thinking either black or that dark green that I used on the Ducks cart, go-kart way back when. So I'll dig through my Rust-Oleum, see what I got. Anyway, well, I'm calling it painted. I ended up mixing about a half a can of flat black and half a can of gloss black to try and make a kind of a satin. Anyway, we'll see how it dries out. I ended up firing up the old standby Craftsman, probably 70s vintage gun, and it worked fine. There's some overspray on the floor, but I have an idea, all the grinding dust and stuff, this stuff will probably sweep up, but we'll have to wait and see. If not, it'll wear off as I walk on it, but we'll see how it dries out tomorrow. Well, I'm fixing to throw this rack out there on top of the truck, but figured I'd show. I got this plastic tube. Just happens to be a pretty good diameter to force down on these little feet. So all these little feet now have a chunk of tube on each end. I don't know whether the UV will kill this tube or not, but you know, I gotta protect the pretty paint. So anyway, I'll go throw that rack up there and let it bake in the sun. Well, I'm calling it yeah, respectable. Anyway, I don't know how well we can see it. It is a little shinier than I'd hoped for. But I think it'll be a respectable rack in time. So anyway, I think the black's a good color for it. I missed a few spots I saw, but I'm just going to rattle can those up under there. I got a couple tubes I missed, and I missed here on this outside just a wee bit right in there. So anyway, other than that, it's got a healthy coat of the mixture, and you can see I added that little front brace. So yeah, calling it a rack. I'm gonna figure out my clamps, and that'll be that.